Good day, everybody. With Saphora from Melbourne, Australia. Hope you guys have a good day. Today I want to have my second English decoding with the title Predestined Deja Vu. It's very exciting. It's for me also very exciting. It's I can't still believe it's what's going on right now because last week I have the Zoom meeting. Coincidence? Everything is coincidence. I met two people, and one, I don't know if they are related or not, but they give me their charts to read. And today I took one of the chart and to read for today. And what happened is there are a lot of similarities, and I was surprised what's going on, because is it coincidence or is it predestined? I don't know what's happening with me. I set up the YouTube channel, but the timing is so rare, and the people I met the first time is also very coincident. It's like one of the million. That's why I will explain it to you. That's my introduction. If you want to have your chart be read, you can go to the website, the Fivearts.info, or you can send some to my email, seeker41truth, with your normally your date of birth and gender. This more than enough, and I will plan it to make a chart reading through YouTube, so you can watch it later back. So in more details, the topic is quite heavy. You need to have some basics, 4 pillars of destiny and the Emperor star. But if you follow my channel weekly, probably slowly you will understand more. So I will skip. This is normally my main screen with camcorder and my webcam and the Zoom area, because today I'm not using the Zoom. I'm making this video because I'm very excited about what I have discovered today. Those two people who I have met, I never seen them before. I don't know who they are. They just give me the chart and I read. And what I show you, if you look at back my previous video and today, and you compare it, you can't believe your eyes too. Alright, I skip to my Excel note. I give it. I download. You can download for free. So I attach in my video. So I skip in. I will show you what's happening. So this one, there are two charts. One is from my previous video, and the one is for today. One is born in 1991 and one in 1971 with different date of birth. Both female. One is 49 years old and one is 29 years old. The difference is 30 years old. But what I will show you, you can see here, you can see more. Like I compare both destiny pillar. They have the different day master. One is yang earth, one is yang wood, the one is day is tiger, the one is day red. So you can see they are both different. But what happening here? Go downstairs, go down, go to the Emperor star, and this one I want to show you. It's that I can't believe myself what's happening here in my life right now. So exciting, so mysterious around here. You can see if you look closer, you have the life palace. Both are life palace. You see here that both different. Even the lunar month is the same. You see here that's not important. The most important is here the Sing Mao. That is the life balance. The other one is the same, and both they start at 3 years old. and the star is human Hua Lu, the other one Ching. Both are the same, and you see the parents also the same brightness and the same star. Surely because they have different time of birth, the minor star are shifting a little bit, but the main star are the same. And I will scroll down a little bit to the children palace and the marriage palace. Surely they have both they have the same Sing Chu, the same chord as well, and the same main star with Tai Yin and Tai Yang, the same brightness, only the minus star they are different. You see the children palace, the same chord, the same main stars, but surely the minor star are different. So it's like deja vu, mysterious. How impossible in this world, coincidence that two people have the same emperor star, and I have to do it right now. It's for me impossible. It's one of the million, and that's why I call this deja vu. Do I met them in my previous life? Who knows? But it's very coincident to me. And you may ask like the question, if it's two twins, do they have the same destiny? That's a good question. I will share later my answer, but for now, for this sample, the two different, I don't know where they are coming from, two different ladies, 30 years different, but they have the same chart, emperor sign. You may ask, do they have the same destiny? Surely they have the same, roughly the energy, but I bet you they don't sleep with the same man with the same time. That's for sure. They don't have the same children at the same time. That's for sure. But in the main energy, they have the same structure. They call it Emperor Palace. And that's why if you look at my previous video and this video, what I'm gonna share you about the charts, they are quite similar, but still a little bit different because the date of birth is different. How come you have the same future with the same date of birth, like a twins? That's not more than a twins this time. So it's very exciting what I'm going to show you. But the first lady I already shown, so I don't talk more about it. But I show you the new one. This one a request in 1971. I'm gonna make it bigger. I closed the old one, so you can see more. So we start with that lady in 1971. We scroll down. Normally Bazi, 4 pillar destiny, I look at very in the big lines. If I notice about this lady, you have see here, they call the 4 corners. And the 4 corners in this case is about traveling. That's why the travel horse. Normally the other one is the 4 corners of a beach blossom, the 4 corners of talents. This is the earth. This one is the more like the monkey and the tiger, snake and the pig. There are 4 corners, more the traveling stars. Normally there are a lot of class and harm and penalty, but if you have 4 corners, it's kind of balance. They balance it out. So you have to approach this kind of chart differently than a class and a harm structure. So this is quite maybe one of in the 10 years I've seen kind of this chart. So it's for me also exciting. What I noticed about the conception theory about this chart of this lady. You see here the conception is void, and also the conception aura is also void. A void can emptiness can mean anything. It dragged into the emptiness, so it can reverse the polarity of the elements, and it is unpredictable. So that's why, hey, something is I have to go deeper. There's an indication. And we go to the 4 pillar destiny quite quickly because it takes hours if you decode of Bazi and Emperor star. So I quickly look at her. So the peak in normal energy, she's a female, so she's born in a yin year. So probably she inherit a yin body, so very soft body, or female-like body, or female energy as well. And also you can see Xing Hai is metal support water, so it's quite balanced. So she supported the year is quite balanced. And also later in the balance, the parents pillar, it's being Sheng, a little bit in conflict, it's fire rest in metal. And her day pillar is Wu Yin, so Yang earth rest on wood, so it's a little bit not perfect. The children palace, the owl palace, is fire on fire, so it's more stable. So you can very quickly say, hey, there are 2 main pillars, the day and the month. The energy in her body is not stable. It means she's a lady who roughly her energy, because it's not stable, she has the urge, or she has the intention, or the temptation to react. It means it's easy to get hot tempered, for example, or she sees something not right, she will tell her. That's because the energy in her body is not balanced. She urges to say something. And you can see here the hurting officer. Hurting officer is kind of expression card. So that's her talent. And if you look at indirect resource more the unconventional resource, like that person have high sixth sense or advanced sixth sense than an average person. So that you can see, hey, she has spiritual knowledge more than an average person. But indirect resource also means she thinks too long. So if she makes a decision, she had to think maybe something hours, some days to make the decision. So that is she had to improve it that way, to think quicker. But the hurting officer expression star will go to wealth. So I mean, if you talk about wealth, you need output element. So output elements go to indirect wealth. So that person likely easy to get money. So from her talent. So that's and also you can see here the high is quite strong because it's water support in a monkey in the metal. So surely she have enough money to enjoy. But also that's a highlight to see here, void, the parents' palace. So you look it up in the conception after birth is void, and also her parents' palace is also void. So it's giving signal, hey, we have to dig it further. Why is during birth void and her parents void? So it could be had to do with after her birth and something with her parents. So we dig it out later. So this one is some notes of mine. See, I've told you before the 4 corners of traveling. So you traveling horse come back. That's very easy to see. Academic star, you see she is very smart, a very intelligent woman. Nobleman star, so it's like very dignity woman, but a little bit urging to express herself. Also star of prospect is that I already thought about indirect wealth, so that she probably have enough money later on. A lot of traveling, so really likely she travel a lot. So as I told you, the warrior star is kind of a hot temperament. So I explained in this above, her inner energy, it's a little bit unstable. That's why she easy get hot tempered. That's why it's expressing the warrior star. So we go further with a lot of combination. 2 2020, 49 years old. 49 years old. She looked in the ox pillar. The ox pillar, it's a hut officer. Again is the expression star. So during this 10 years period, probably she showed her talent, and that she got a lot of money for. And this chu, it's metal chu. So metal ox is from earth penetrate to metal. It's quite balanced 10 years luck. Okay, and I skip and go to further to the Emperor star. This subject is what I'm exciting about. Luckily, when I make this project, suddenly the right time Emperor star knowledge is coming to me, and it looks like it was a gift to me. All the year you knows me in Fivearts. I know a little bit about the Emperor star, but coincident during this project it's kicked me in. So I will repeat like the previous video about the other lady. Human Halu. Human, as you know, very talkative star, a little bit dark star, but it says about the ability to talk. So she is quite talkative. So I recommend if you have that kind of star, it's more like consultant, a salesperson, or a teacher, or a marketing. So everything to give advice to the client or the customers, or to the student, or using Zoom to express or give advice to the world, for example, or to your working for the boss, but more marketing with speaking. And Ting Yi is very knowledgeable person. So you can see in the life balance, say a lot about her. It's very intelligent lady who can express herself, and she can make a lot of money through teaching, advising, consulting. That's her main purpose in life. That's one thing. When you see also the other lady in my previous video, it's the same. I don't know how they're related. So maybe they are colleagues, or they work the same company, or coincidence they have the same chart. I don't know. But you can see here the parents' palace. The parents' palace, see where the king is, where the empress is. Unfortunately, the emperor is not in her, we call the self palace. It's her palace. It's more the parents' palace. So her parents, both of them have a lot of influence. They are quite, we call it dominating. That's why that's the king. They make a lot of decision. But there's also, they call the 3 star falling, the brightness. That's normally I don't see any calculator. This have seen before. Only in mine I have that. So it called the free falling. Free falling, it means when it fall into the darkness. It become a nothingness, emptiness. And maybe it related to what I show you when the conception theory is void, and also in 4 pillar of destiny, in her parents' palace is void too. It could be related to this parents' palace. Also, it has DG. DG is the very emptiness, so it drag into the emptiness. It could be related that maybe when she grew up from 13-20 years, her parents some issues. They can see also how a lot of spending. They probably maybe some relationship tension between her parents. I won't conclude it, but it's very likely they have some tension in the parents. Probably in the worst case scenario, likely they don't live together anymore. So you go to the karmic karmic the fortune. It's talk about her previous life, her ancestors, how they supporting her. And you see here Wen Cheng Hoi Ji, the 4 stars Si Hui, they have a lot to do with your previous life. Those 4 stars, the flying star, are like the carryover. Like if you do the text offers, it means you carry the text, is a positive or negative to your next life. So this life, it's ended into the karmic for the karmic palace. What it doesn't mean, what doesn't mean is there is some advice for the ancestors in this life. They want to tell you, hey, you are forgetting us. You are forgotten your ancestors. This life, I will remind you to think about us. That's repay the karma debt your previous life. It's a little bit more advanced, more Buddhist related theory. So, but it's if you study the Emperor star, you will see the three dimension. One is the hell dimension, where there are a lot of bad stars. You get the earth dimension. This is what we have, friends and sibling and parent. And you have other ones, the heaven dimension. And the heaven dimension are the gods, the deities, even Buddha is in your chart somewhere. So they are somewhere located, they will supporting you. And this one, the karmic palace, talk about your previous life. And surely that's Wen Cheng, Wen Ku, Sofu and Yubi, there are 4 stars. They're related to your previous life. I will share you maybe later on more in depth about the past life. And you are like the other lady, the previous, the property is more the assets property, where what's the real money, what you left over if you grow out. And it's that how it's mean you should invest all your money again in real estate, land and house. Otherwise, if you don't do that and you have money and you lend it to other people, definitely it becomes zero. You will lose all your money. So this is a warning. So that's why in the property balance you should invest in real estate if you have money. Because there's Yi Kong here, it will be empty. And Yi Kong emptiness, some Buddhists believe in your house you have to look at your house. Better to learn a little bit Feng Shui technique to improve your house. Because in the land you are living now, you should improve somehow. So that's, we go to career. Career, Fu Bin star, it's good like backstabbing in your career. The career is empty. It means there is no minister, someone high post to take care of your career. But the opposite is the tie-in. Tie-in is shining at 2 court. It means the moon is shining perfectly at the right time and the right place. That's very good. But also we talk about the marriage later, because the Tai Yang is very low brightness and it's a wrong court, and is in the marriage palace as well. We come back to it. But the career, there's a lot of step backing, fighting in your workplace. So it's you have to take care of that. The reason why. Friends palace is related to marriage. If you have a good marriage, it means the friends palace is people who are supportive. If you have bad marriage, it means the friends where you're coming from, there are a lot of like beautiful ladies who distract your husband. In your case, it's different, a little bit different than the previous lady. The previous lady had more like lovers than you. So your friends is much better if you can compare. They have the same Dingsen and Star. They are quite talented. So most of your friends are very talented people. So that's the positive point of for that. We go to travel. traveling court or traveling. That's good. That's a good news. There will be a lot of Lucan is where it should be. This means you will make a lot of money when traveling. Traveling means go to the clients. Traveling with so I suggest you have a traveling chart. You should do more with traveling. Go to the clients or give consultant, give advice to the client. You will make a lot of money. That is for sure. And surely the Vangu is a very talented star, very high brightness. And Hoa Ke is more like recognition, fame. So definitely, if I can recommend you, it's me more traveling. Doesn't matter. Traveling is fine. You're traveling, you will be famous. You will have a lot of money. That's a very good palace to have. And also we come back later with the embryo. And also this embryo, it means according to Buddhism, when you start with your new life, you say, hey, I'm 60 years old, from 70 years old. Why I have to start with a new life? But embryo is mean the more like Buddhist belief. Your lotus flower is blooming. It's become a new person. Your karma will start from here. It means from here your karma start from now. Your karma merit will start from 60 years old. The new life, the new embryo, the new life, a new karma life according to heaven theory. So I come back to that theory about Buddhism. So we go to health. Health, King Yang is not a good star to have, and so surely you should have take care of your health from now, because you're 40 years, 9 years old. I don't think you talk about love anymore. Maybe about a little bit wealth and then independence. If you have children, probably they're 20 years old right now or more. So you have more time for yourself, independent, maybe a partner, but more like to scratch your back rather than to love and to be loved. So I think 49 years old is not too early to invest in your health. So looking forward, you should invest in your health slowly. So I have share with you your property balance. You have to invest in land and house, and then a little bit half your time invest in your health. More traveling, enjoy your life, independent. Yeah, that's good. And then go to the wealth balance. The wealth balance, this quite good. This Ching is not really a wealth star. It's more a lazy star, but why not? We enjoy life. We as long we have money, we enjoy life. He's not the best financial manager, but he enjoy life. So he rather to spend and change money too. So we go further. We go to the children. The children balance. We see here. The opposite of property, you see Wuku and Tingfu. That's the best way to do business. Those are two financial ministers, and as I explained it to you before, the property palace, you have to invest all your money, otherwise you lose all your money. That's better not to lend in to anybody, even me. I don't ask any cents, of course, but for you will be rich, very rich, if you invest in your land, because those two financial business shining to the property balance, and surely you will make a lot of money for that if you do the right thing in the right time. Unfortunately, Tahoe is very sensitive for Asian lady if I talk about sex, but the children palace is about sex and the children or investment or your investment partner. So Tahoe, it means it could be with love, and it means a young age you already fall in love too early, and probably maybe you will sorry about that later. When we go to the marriage palace, this one has to do with your husband. I don't know if current husband or not, but if if you have the current husband, don't change, because the second husband is worse than the first one. Yeah, you can see the second husband is the opposite one. So probably if you already want to change partner, or you just don't marry again, because this guy is quite, it's not bad, not too bad, because the French balance a little bit, but it's not like he distract much. But there is but you better, if I think it's you stay with him. That's the best way, because he is not bad, because the Thailand is in here. He a little bit soft. Maybe you want to have strong man in your life, but this, your husband is like very soft kind. Maybe because you have very academic level, maybe he has also academic level too. So both are more like very knowledgeable people. So very kind. Don't want to involve in financial world, but just only happiness. And you see also the body code. The body code is in a marriage. I mean, they say the first 40 years is a life balance. The last 40 years, or after 40 years old, you will is the importance of the body code. The body code, you can see here, it's tied in. We'll come back later with the flying star. That's it means you, as I mentioned in the 4 pillars before, high is the pig. It's more people, especially the female, who encourage about family life. So family life is your most important thing. Not only coincidence in the body code in marriage palace, but also you're born in the year of the pig. The year of the pig has more like that softness, that carry person who like to do the household, to keep the family together, to be warm and to be happy, to have happiness, and the whole, and to cherish the whole family. But that's why the children balance is very not bad. Just a little bit small hiccup, but the rest is both are financial ministers. So your children will grow up, but they focus more maybe economic studies, and they want to do business. And then they are not like that's kind. They will support you later on. So that's the main things about the body code. The body code also Jun a little bit misunderstanding, but I hope when the year is coming that you try to stay together, and we that's I hope so, because this one is not bad. Only hey, maybe his health could improve. I could, if you trust me, I could give some advice of Chinese tradition medicine, because when this cord, the marriage cord for a man, it's not 100% beautiful. So it could be improved in his health, many things. So we catch up later. If it's true, talk to your partner. How he can improve his health through Chinese medicine, because the traditional Chinese medicine is 2 things very important. It's the qi and the blood. Qi, when the qi is flowing fluently, or no upstairs, no hurdles, it means no pain. And blood is mean if you eat well, eat the right food, then it's a clean blood. So you together with the qi flow, it will clean up your body, and especially your husband. So your husband could focus on the right diet. Like me, I'm since 2013 I'm vegetarian, so I'm still alive. Why not? See, I work like everybody 8 hours a day, and in my free time I do coding charts. So I'm still alive. So why not be vegetarian, right? But let's come more about the other theories. So you have siblings, the sibling palace. There are a lot of bad stars in here. So Hu Xing, Jinsha, and Tang Lang, a very falling star. So probably you have a lot of issues if you have siblings, of course. If you have siblings, probably you spend all your money to them. Well, but we will come back to the flying star. We see what happened to your sibling palace. So overall, and also I want to show you people like in year 1971, it's called the approach pin. Let me see what's approach pin mean. Approach pin, okay. Approach pin is kind of jewelry. It's like a metal, the metal element. So we go back in this chart. You see here, approach pin is kind of small metal, and small metal with combined with the 5 elements is like in conflict. So the 5 elements won't support. Some people say Ming. I mean the year of birth, and also the life balance is a Mao. Mao is wood, so wood won't support your year of birth. So that's extra information. So if it's supporting, it's perfect, but it's not, then you have to look at the charts further, what's going on. So what's your weakness? So overall, your best chart, I would think. I think the wealth and the property. Property, it's Kisha, but and also that how a lot of spending and very aggressive and Jikong. But the opposite is the Wuku. The children palace will support that. So I mean, when you have children, they will support, or somehow those energy will be active. If we look at the 10 years pillars, so the first 10 years, the Jikong that could be improved, and the opposite is the emptiness, but it's quite good. So the first 10 years is not bad at all, but there are a lot of things to improve. Fei Lang could be traveling, so it could be, or some in a worst case we call it a minor surgery. From 13 to 20 years old, a lot of things happening here. Yeah, we see also in Bazi. So there are a lot of involve your parents. Probably during this time there are a lot of things involved in your family. That's why it will drag out into the kind of darkness. So this it will change your life forever, I think, with those time. And 23 years old to 32 years old, again, that's not a good, because you have here Hoi Jin, and it means the karmic. So the karmic will give you a lesson. It means your ancestors will to show you, hey, you have some death in the past life. You now we're gonna show you how to improve it. And from 30 years old to 42 years old, it's not bad, but still is Kisha. But opposite is Wuku. Wuku is kind of loneliness star. So probably some of the event drag you to think about life more. From 43 years old to 52 years old is emptiness. It could be also improved, but opposite is tie-in for that. So that's this mixed star. Tie-in is more like the commercial one, the financial star, but tie-in is very bad. So if during this period had to do with a man in your life, or father, or even a partner, so probably if one of them will have some health issue during this time. So the later on is 50 years old. Not bad. This the friends, but Ling Seng is quite good. So overall, I have mixed feelings in your chart. Of course, nobody is perfect. I have the same stars as you, only the different place. but we have to follow that. We have the same. We have to have all the stars the same too, only divide differently. And everybody has their own story. If you want to improve, surely through tradition Chinese medicine is the key flow and the blood. The blood is mean when you do the right food, living healthy, you can change your destiny. Because when your bad luck, what's happened to your bad luck theory? Because you're in your body a lot of sha, or the bad energy, and you will automatically attract bad energy from the outside. To solve your problem, just eat well so it makes yang more positive in your body, and automatically the sha or the bad stuff or energy from outside are scared of you. They don't come close to you. That's the trick. It's my trick to advise people. If you have bad stars or bad people around, or environment don't want disturb you so much, eat healthy, go to spa, sauna, just automatically the bad star won't even come to you. That's the same theory when the evil, when sometimes when sunshine, all the bad boys or the ghosts are disappearing. Why? Because they are afraid to go close to you, because that's the sun, the light. They are afraid. That's the trick. That's the trick how you change your destiny. Very easy, by key flow in your body. I have some article about, I wrote something about the acupoint. Let the flow in your body by heat, and also the right food. If you eat the right food, you make your body yang. No illness, no any virus or bacteria will come close to you, because it's like a magnet. If you let your body become yang, bad luck will automatically go away. If you go to supermarket and there's some annoying people around you, they are afraid of you because they feel your positive energy. They feel your brightness. They are afraid to blind their eyes. They go away. They don't disturb you. That's the trick. All right. We go to the other stream. So roughly this is about your life. A lot of improve. I recommend to go to pay respect to ancestors, because there are a lot of ancestors knocking on your door right now. So I recommend very, very high to pay respect to ancestors. People, even they are not religious, they don't never visit the temple before. Okay, it's fine. Everybody have a candle. If you light a candle, say, hey, in your mind, on your mind, you don't need to tell people what you're doing. It's just enlightening candle. Think about your ancestors. I respect you. Just only that. Just enlight the candle only. This is all about energy. It's not you go to the temple and you donate a lot of money. That's not the point. The point is that you let your ancestors know, hey, you are thinking about them. That's more enough. And the candle, yeah, even your Catholic, they enlighten the candle as well. So it's normal candle. We call the tea candle in Australia. It's very cheap. Just enlighten whenever you have time. Just think about one of few seconds about your ancestors. Surely, I know for sure your life will change. They will support you somehow. Okay, we go to this chart. I hope they help. So I changed the time as well, because that nobody knows the exactly time, because from 9 to 11 o'clock it's the same hour, yeah, the C hour. So we have talked about roughly about my calculator, and now we go more. We see the fly. We let the flying star flying. There are a lot of this one. They call the key out, the G out. It means loss of luck. So you see the point. That point is mean okay, you can't see that. We go to this chart. It's much better. Yeah. So this chart is the same. It's more flying star set. So we go to explain it to you. What's your goal in life? This is the self-balance. What's happening when you see here self-balance flying? We go the cause and consequences. I skip the yellow and the blue line, otherwise it's too complicated. For example, what's your goal in life? What's your meaning in life, in this life? Okay, so you can see here, let me see, let me check quickly if it's the right. 1971 in August 21 and 10 o'clock. It should be the right one. Female, yep. Okay, it go to a mental balance, and again, your goal in life, you are spiritual very high. As I told you in 4 pillars we have seen before, the indirect resources, and you see here very clear. So there are 4 pillars of destiny and emperor. It doesn't matter what technique you use. If it's good, you will see, you will receive the same result, and this is perfect. That's what I told. The indirect resources is about your high sixth sense level. And coincidence, it's not coincidence for me, but for viewers, it's coincidence that the mental had to do with, again, your past life or your ancestors' core. It had to do some that about your ancestors and the mysterious about this karma palace. And again, Wang Cheng had to do with, again, with a more Buddhist background. It means you inherit or you're reborn in this karma life again, and had to do with the karma. So I recommend, again, you focus more the mental palace. It means your ancestor palace, spiritual palace. Maybe you're already in advance. I don't need to tell you the basics. So that's the main point. And surely it will see opposite the wealth. Okay, it push you a little bit more to work harder, but had to do to solve the problem. It's, again, to pay respect to your ancestors. I told you before, a candle is enough. Just only a candle, maybe 10-20 cents, but it will give you a lot of emotional value. And surely the opposite, the wealth palace, and maybe you win a big jackpot, as we see in the your children palace. We come back later. So we go to the parents palace. The parents palace shining Yi to children. So again, your parents is in 4 pillars of destiny. Your parents pillar is void. It means there are a lot of going on in your parents palace. You see here back, they don't supporting you. You see it because the children palace is opposite. It will attack the property, and properly there are a lot of spending and emptiness. It means your parents probably are not together in some time. That's you see it here very clear. And now mental, what your karma will do? It's not bad. It's quite good. So you will use your talent. Mental is also the happiness palace in this case. It's shining to the sibling palace, but it could be better. So you are a little bit worried a lot of things. And properly is we're shining. So it's shining to the spouse palace, the red one, and a lot of self guang and guang too. A lot of pressure. Probably it's shining there. Will clash with your career. So probably you are in your house or at home. Probably you have a lot of spend a lot of time and stress regarding to your spouse, and it will influence your career. So because career is nothing, so that's why could be like when you get old, you have more time, you have no children anymore, you grow up, you got travel. Just forget all the men in your life. That's my advice. If you have one, just ignore them. Alright, we go to career. career, as I told, is no big stars in there, so you rely on the spouse stars, and surely there's up and down in your career. It's not fluently, and it's probably you have a lot of jobs in the past, because you are now 49 years old, probably at least 4 or 5, I would think so, because it's up and down. So just one thing, maybe it's not important because the career palace is empty. It could be you don't interested, it doesn't matter for you. There are a lot of other things in your life is more important. That's one of the reasons there's no ministers take care of your palace, but more and the spouse. So career, it's up and down. So just do your best. That's all. You go to friends. There are bad boys are there, and a bad boy could be stepping in the back with your current partner or your previous partner. So in the environment, they don't like your partner at all. So that maybe they speak back, they step back in your partner. That's not the environment to they are quite good, but they then have bad influence to your partner or any partner. So that's because there is a lot of we call that the sha energy. And surely if the Guang Fu and Ku Cheng, those two low, that's if the and Ling Sen, if you have coincidence face the wrong friend, they make a lot of trouble, legal trouble in that's not ours. More they are very bad influence to the friend. So maybe, I hope not, I'm also in this palace, I'm a good friends. I have to find where I am there, but in general you are safe with me. All right, we go now. Ding you with travel. What's going to travel? Go to go to self. Oh, that's good. So it means in this your life is more traveling, as we have seen before. You have the traveling charts in 4 pillars, and in Emperor Star it will reflect again what's happening, your destiny. Your destiny is traveling, making money. I hope that if not, do it now. Go to advice consultant, traveling, go to the people, to your clients, and make money. And investing again when you real estate. That's how you get money from. And then with if you have some money, pay respect for your ancestors. Then it's your life complete. Health, go to self again. That's mean you have even your some operation. Yin Yang is that health refer to operation, kind maybe cesarean from one of the child or something else. But luckily Sufu is a knowledge star. You gain a lot of knowledge to improve your health, even if the bad guys are here. So probably during the bad year you have kind of surgery or minor scar in your body. So go to wealth again. Ching is a lazy star, but he enjoy much change in wealth. So but the last one is go to travel. So it means making money won't be easy, because the wealth, the palace, what you earn money, you fly to travel to clash to yourself. It means it's up and down. It pushes you harder to earn money, and that's it reflects that during the 49 years old there are a lot of void pillars involved. There are a lot of struggle in your life to earn money and for the living. But I think it's going well later on. So don't worry too much, because even though it says so, but we have a lot of things to influence our life. It's through food and chi. Yeah, that's I will focus the rest of my channels more about tradition medicine, how to change our destiny. Not change, but how to improve our destiny through food and Qi. Yeah, for you I recommend, because the wealth, earn money, go to the travel. It's not a good start to have. Children, what kind of children to do with you? But children, as I told you before, it's beautiful. That's why you have to spend all your time if you have children, because they give you to the wealth one. That's how they improve. The secondly, the children is what I told you is opposite the property balance. That is where you benefit if you invest in property, because these two guys, Kisha, Yi Kong and Da Hao in property, believe me, you don't have to want to start in your property. But there is a solution. Da Hao is like losing a lot of money. But if you put your money in investment, it's not losing at all. Yeah, that's a trick of mine, a tip for you. So my recommendation, if you have children, they will improve your financial life and invest in real estate. All right. And spouse, I did say before. Yeah, spouse. Yeah, better to. If you have a partner, and stay with him. Yeah, don't change. We could change. It won't help you, because the opposite is the career. If you change partner, he is more the lover. He focus. He like your body more than what your mental state. So I recommend, if you have a partner, stay with him. If not, if you change, that he's we call Ting Yao is not, and Ting Q. I mean, he likes more your physical body, and a lot of sorrow will cause if you have a second partner. So I recommend, maybe it's too late now, but maybe. But if you try to change partner, don't marry. That's what you weren't gonna expect if you remarry, and he's then probably worse than the first one. All right. So I think with your 49 years, surely a woman needs some attention, but focus on your children and traveling. That's your destiny. Spend more time independent, enjoy life, and everything will be fine. I think it's overall it's not too bad. Some recommendation for me. Yes. And okay, at last I want to make a demonstration about the cards, because I want to show off a little bit, because this is a brand new technique of mine. Normally I use the 3 coins, but today I use the cards, because it's new technique for me to explore. But actually you already know everything about the chart, but I can come back like to, for example, the decade is 50. We call in what happened to next year, 2021. We go to 51. We go to, where is 51? 51 is this, still too far, and I select from 43 years old to 52 years old. The shiner to travel. Oh yeah, it means decade self go to decade travel, and opposite the spouse. Yeah, that's during this period. Unfortunately, relationship, you have to take care of that. Yeah, in the worst case scenario, because it's shining to the spouse, as before, two things, a lot of things can happen. One is take care of your partner. Yeah, so I want to say. So let me say it's not a good decade to have, because decade self shining to decade travel is the basics, and there's a career against spouse, and spouse you have Tai Yang, Guang, and self Guang as well. So it's a lot of energy towards your partner. It's all I want to review. So the next one is much better, I think. The next one is, this one is 53 years to 62 years old. We go to put decade transfer, we're gonna happen. Yeah, a lot of things to improve. I advise me again, take care of your children, take care of your ancestors, and everything will be fine. Alright, we go to the cards. Let me see which screen I have. The webcam. Yeah, here are my cards. One moment. So the cards you see here, that's it has 32 cards. So I try to say, hey, what's going on in 12 months is coming in 2021. If you look at 2021, so you see my hand? It's 21 already in the 4 pillars or the Emperor star, you can see it already. So with the cards, just extra technique to have a little bit, yeah, just something different. So I have 30 cards here. I'm gonna shake for you, shuffle for you. But normally the cards technique is the person need to shuffle herself. But in this case, I tried this new technique is I try to get my mind into your mind. So I shuffle randomly. So that's an I deck. So in my mind I say, hey, I want to have some cards for the lady 1971. So for the lady, I select 9 cards randomly with my right hand, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So with 9 cards, I'm gonna shake 9 times. Yeah, this is the basics for lady 9 times, for a male 7 times. So in my mind I say, hey, I want to ask more about the next 12 months for the lady 1971. Alright, it doesn't matter the name. It's as long your mind you think about that person, it should be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So randomly again, I take out, yeah, number 1 to 9. 9 is in the middle. So randomly I put the cards into the 1 on the table, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and last card. So it's randomly, so you never know what's going to happen. Life is like a chocolate box. Alright, so I select, we call the life card. 1 is the first life card, and the second is the middle card. The middle card like more a control card, the main card, the hit influence with the other 12 months. So I select 1 life card for you randomly. I choose this one. Yep. And then I open all the cards. That means this will influence like the second main card for the other 12 months. So I open everything. So remember this one, I will put this one on top. So you know this one is the main life card. And the last one is the main card. Yeah, overall the 12 months, this is number 1. This is January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. So when the one is 8 is about money, but there is money in your life, but it's not much. That's the main point. That's the how it influences other cards. So during January and December, there's a good luck a month. roughly see some happiness, and you will. And also in June and July, they are very good cards. Not perfectly, but it reflects as the same as in Four Pillars and the Emperor Star. I explained again. There is some happiness, but you need to work hard for that. And actually, like the coincidence, it appears in this card. Wealth is not perfect. Also in the Emperor Star, it reveals it again. You have to work hard and also look after that. But the main card is the man, the marriage. As I talk coincidence again, I talk about the Emperor Star, the decade that shine into the spouse palace, and it clashes back to the career. And this one is that you worry about the man. Probably this the young man could be your partner or your lover. This card about the relationship, the coming relationship or the current relationship. And coincidence that I show you the Emperor Star. If you watch back, it clashing. So it's give a sign that you worry about him. Yeah, there are a lot of good star you traveling, but the most thing is about that man and financial you're facing right now. It's not much, but I think it's enough for you. So it's an average card, so it surely reflect to the next 12 months. But my recommendation is here again. So we see here the wealth. Here the wealth sector, the southeast one, the children here. The children, the west. You see here the west. The west of the Pakwa is about the metal, the metal cord, and it's about children. And you find a lot of happiness in your children. And perfectly coincidentally, it's reflect to your chart. What I told you before. It doesn't matter what you use, 4 pillars or Emperor. If you do it correctly, I'm beginner, but coincidence today, you're lucky. It's revealed exactly about your Emperor Star Palace. That's it. All right. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you have questions, Sunday I have a live show again. Remember to turn on your microphone, because I test my microphone myself. It works. Only people they cannot hear me because they forget to turn on their microphone. Yeah, and when you turn on microphone, they say call from internet. Yeah, you click that one, then you can hear me and can talk to me. All right. Everything all right? Thank you everybody for watching. Hoping that's it interested you for today, this video. And just go to the website and you can see me. If you go in to meet me, we are predestined to meet each other in this current life. That's what I believe. All right, thank you. Bye bye.